It's very Somerville. I would say it's a marketplace that's full of independently owned, teeny tiny businesses, from a really cool feminist wine place to a brewery, and then a bunch of restaurants that do very specialty menus. And then upstairs is shopping.
It's so fun to come with a group of friends, and you know, the challenge of going to a restaurant is you have one vegan friend and you're at a place that doesn't serve anything vegan, or you have one friend who like literally only wants steak and potatoes, you know. And here at Bo, you can really find everything, and each person can get their own thing, and you can sit and have a meal together while satisfying really different tastes. And then COVID hits. I don't like remembering March and April. It was like a lot of hours of filling crowlers and like, are we gonna have to dump this beer? Are we gonna be able to sell it? What's gonna happen?
When it really came in March, it was crickets that whole weekend. And we used that downtime to figure out what we needed to do to adjust. We were doing about 25 to 30% of our usual sales. Some of our employees came to us directly and said, like, what are you gonna do? Are you gonna close? I really need a paycheck. We felt a huge burden of responsibility to our staff to keep it running and to keep paying them, even though it was hitting us really, really hard. Canopy Room, which was an event space upstairs, that closed. No one's holding private events in a tiny space. Make and Mend moved their store completely online.
You know, and then when we reopened in June, that was another like just a whole entire learning process. So I had gone to one restaurant before we reopened and was kind of like, that's how we're gonna do it. We're going to offer tableside service, because at the restaurant that I went to, that's what they were doing. And I thought it was really nice to be able to talk to somebody after months of like just chatting with colleagues or being at home. You know, one thing that happened in April that was like kind of cool to see is local suppliers became really important. Guests always used to come to Bow Market to drink amazing wine, have a great beer, and, you know, get a pizza and enjoy it all here. Safe Supply kind of allowed all of the businesses that maybe would have been afterthoughts to really take the center stage. And it gave me some perspective on like how cool this community is and how much there is here. And in the time of a pandemic, you know, our most unsung neighbors really rose to the occasion and were the reason that people were coming to our space.
It's picked up a lot. We're doing maybe 75% of what we were doing before. So that's great. And we actually had a few Saturdays where we had pre-COVID numbers, like completely 100%, and maybe even a little bit more. We were like, oh, phenomenal. So yeah, that was exciting. We have the shared courtyard space, and our landlords, Matt and Zach, are investing a lot in outdoor seating, and they got approved to run through the winter. And they're going to do fire pits and heaters. So we are a lot more optimistic about Bow Market.
We're going to be here for as much as people want to come. We have indoor tables. We have had them all summer. They get full every Friday and Saturday. I can sit here with confidence and say, yes, we're going to make it through. And then, you know, hopefully we'll start being profitable again in 2 years, 3 years, who knows?